Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel. I'm Reagan.
I'm Renee, and this is What the Romance.
What is love? Oh, baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
We are on Carson and Allie.
Yes, Carson and Allie, your couple, your favorite. I'm not gonna say they were my least favorite, but they were.
You weren't vibing Carson at first. I remember that.
I wasn't. I was like, Carson is like, I didn't appreciate how rude he was being to Allie. I really didn't.
Which is so weird because of what you love about Beck.
I freaking know. I'm like, Beck is such an asshole, but then Carson's an asshole to Allie, and I'm like, I don't like that.
I feel like they're both equally the same asshole, but in their own corners. Like they have their own ways, but they're all like equal to each other. Cause like Beck was such an asshole. Like he was definitely dominant, but I don't know, Carson's doing it intentionally too.
Like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. But I mean, Beck does too. But then to a sense, like he was kind of like, he was really doing it because he genuinely wanted to just be close to Josie. And yes, even though it feels like Carson is, even though mentally he's saying it that he wants to be close to Allie, he's making it the worst possible way. And he even admits it too. He's like, wow, I'm really fucking this up.
Yeah, and I think that's why it threw me off, because from like Beck and Josie, I know where Beck is coming from, but like we don't understand like why the hell does Carson not like Allie? Like,
yeah, like where did it all turn around and like literally go wrong?
Exactly.
Like even Allie didn't even know either.
Exactly, because like they tell us in the beginning like we were best friends.
Yeah.
And then like all of a sudden Carson is acting like a big bag of dicks to her. And like you don't know what's going on. But that turned me off for a second. But then like his sarcasm kicked in and his playfulness kicked in, and I was like, okay, I'm vibing with him a little bit more.
Yes. I vibed with him from the beginning.
I was gonna say we vibed with him through and through.
I did. I think I really started vibing with him at the end of the second book of the series with Beck and Josie.
Okay, yeah.
Because like we were introduced to Carson and Allie.
Yes.
But I don't know. I just knew there was something more with this Carson dude that I needed to know.
Which brings me into my questions for you.
Okay.
Like you were saying, we saw Carson in like the second book of Beck and Josie. What was the thing that was like, ooh, like Carson, there's something with him? Like, what was it? Something he said? Was it something they said about him? Or was it how he acted in a certain like paragraph? Or like what drew you into Carson?
I think it was more on his his cockiness. He knew he was hot shit and like he used it, but like something hurt him to make him that way,
right?
Especially towards Allie. Like, what was it in the first chapter? He was talking about Allie and like how much like he always wanted to be around her, but like he couldn't stand her.
Yeah.
Like I think I fed off of the enemies to lovers thing.
Yes.
And he legit expressed it to the T.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Like he would legit say like, "Damn, she looks really hot tonight," and then call her a slut.
Yeah, the Halloween party. Party. She literally dressed up.
Like, and she was like she wasn't even like the most like slutty dress too. Even Ollie said it, or one of the guys said like she's like the least person to be even called a slut. He just says it.
But he was just like, "Oh, you look slutty." And right there, I was also like, Carson, like, he could have used something different. Like,
but like even he did it too. Like he would say it out loud, but then in his mind he's like, shit, I fucked it up.
exactly. Like, he freaking knew what he was doing, but like he didn't want to like.
But he also says like it comes off as a reflex to him, which I get, but like that's why it's also comical, because when he says it out loud, and then in his mind when he's speaking to himself, he's like, shit.
Yeah, he's very comical. I found him very funny. Like,
yes.
Like, I didn't feel as like anxious to read this book because like the way he was in the book kind of just like brightened up, like made me laugh a little bit, and I was like, oh,
he was definitely the vibe that we needed to come off of Beck and Josie for sure. But like he just made everything, it was never going to be a dull moment with them.
Oh,
never.
Okay, so second question, was there a scene where you were just like, ugh, like over it, like I'm done, like this is ridiculous? Like, was there a scene in like either book 1 or book 2 that you were just like over it completely, just like wanted to shut the book and push it away for like 5 minutes? Because we know we can't leave it longer for 5 minutes.
I think it was the part when she started dating one of the other baseball players. I can't remember his name still. I think it's Eli. I'm pretty positive it's Eli.
I'm gonna go look this.
I know, I'm gonna go look too. But I'm pretty sure it has to be Eli. Like when she like starts dating him. But I will say the one scene that literally made me like drop my book and be like, what the fuck, was the camping scene.
Mm-hmm.
When they were at camp and she got into Carson's tent, and they woke up together and they can hear everybody and they're asking where Allie is, and he comes out and she's right behind him and everybody's just sitting there staring out. I was just like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, they did not just do that.
That surprised me, because first of all, like your different girlfriend with.
Oh, it is Eli. I was right.
How did you freaking find that? I'm still going through it. Oh, yeah, no, I just found it.
Page 26.
Yeah, I just found it. It was Eli. Okay, I thought it started with the E.
I know. As soon as you said like what, Elijah or Elliot, I was like, okay, Eli. It has to be Eli.
No, it has to be. No, so yeah, so it was the tent scene that I was just like very shocked.
It really put me at ease a little bit, because not only because we thought it was just going to be Carson and her and like the friends, but then out of nowhere Eli comes just to surprise her.
Right?
And I wasn't honestly expecting it, but I kind of like had a feeling like something was going to come up, I guess. Like something was going to happen to make Carson kind of like act up even more.
Yeah. Okay. How did you feel about Eli? Like, what was like what was your feeling?
It was a really like hot and cold for him, for me. I don't even know how to explain it. Like at first I was like, it made me mad because, he was part of the bet.
Mm-hmm.
And like in my head, because, he's Lucas's best friend, I was like, okay, like I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but he's really making me doubt it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. I was like,
I called it when they came out of the tent together and Eli called him out in front of everybody on what was happening. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it.
Yeah, for sure. I think it was like a bitch way, definitely, to him out on it.
But I mean,
like it was just so hard because like as a reader, you see that Carson isn't trying to intentionally hurt Allie.
No, like you can see that he's really trying to dig deep and like You can tell he loves her, but obviously it's like it's not going to be said out loud. It's because their friendship is what's really holding, like their past is what's really connecting them, I think, and holding that glue together.
Exactly.
Honestly.
And oh my God, it was just like, if she would have just believed him in the beginning when he was
I know.
like, it's all part of a bet, you're like, it wouldn't have ended like that. But then at the same time, we wouldn't have got like the big like climax. What we got from it.
Yes. Oh God.
Okay, hold on. I have one more.
Oh God.
I hit high school Taylor right now. So we already talked about it, me and you, because you had a relatable like.
Oh shit, yeah.
So for the people who don't know, Taylor, what made you relate to Carson and Allie? Be honest.
Okay, honey, I love you. I'm pretty sure he's aware of everything that's happened too, because he was my best friend. I told him everything. So high school Taylor, she was something. She was fun.
She was goals in high school, goals for high school.
But yes, she lived her life to the fullest. I'm not gonna lie. And so a big thing happened to me that legit kind of not just changed me, but created that monster.
Created high school Taylor.
Yes. So I had a huge heartbreak in high school. God, I want to say sophomore year, I think it was. I was dating this guy. We were head over heels, at least I was. And he broke my heart. I don't know if I want to say out loud what happened just yet, but basically it was probably like the lowest of low. And basically years like after that, for a whole year, I completely blacked out of what I was doing and my surroundings. And so when high school Taylor would, go out and hang out and or do some things and hook up with other people, I never hooked up with anybody who was in a relationship. I just want to add that.
Yes. Clear the air with that.
I related so much to Carson because he did the whole thing where he never kissed anybody he was hooking up with, because kissing is the intimate part of the connection of the whole thing. And I did that for a long time with a lot of people because of how hurt I got.
Yeah.
And I will say it is very true. It is very true to the fact of that is the most intimate thing you can do.
So freaking true.
And honestly, I'm not mad that I did it. I'm really happy I did because, yeah, it protected my heart.
Hey, props to you because high school Taylor was a vibe.
Yes, your brothers can tell you that too.
For those of you who don't know, Taylor went to high school with my brothers. Her nickname, Big Booty Taylor.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it.
Matthew. Shout out to Matt. Okay, favorite scene, first and second book, go.
The haunted house.
Always.
Okay, the haunted house was the first one. If I'm pretty sure, I can't remember if it is in the first book. I think it's in the second one. Honestly, I loved when they went to that like ball, the gala, when they danced together. Was it them?
No, it wasn't them.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Was it Beck and Josie?
It's Beck and Josie.
I don't know.
Because, okay, I know this because, first of all, Beck and Josie is my favorite.
Well,
it's because Josie was dancing with
You're right. Yes, I know what you're talking about now. But I will say, okay, so the first scene was the haunted house.
Haunted house.
God, that was hot as fuck.
Yeah.
But
Even
the fact is like
he
he thought that she wasn't a virgin, and she never told him even then.
No,
not even then. She didn't tell him that she was. I don't think he found out until
the tent.
The tent, and that's what was my second.
Was the tent.
That was my second favorite. Is the whole tent scene, like the whole camping.
And that's like in the first book, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
I love the second book.
God. It had to have been the bathroom scene when he came to rescue her after Eli. No, now what? Is that with Frankie? God damn it. I'm getting all of them mixed up.
Damn it. Bathroom scene.
You know when she... No, I'm pretty sure it was Carson and Allie. I'm pretty sure because of Eli. Because after she found out about the bet, she closed the wall to both of them.
Uh-huh.
And then she went to a baseball game, and then she went to the bathroom.
Oh yes.
She went to the bathroom, and
Carson.
Eli followed her in there and tried to like corner her and like do what Lucas did basically, but like with her completely lucid. And she called Carson.
Yes.
And he literally came so quick.
I thought it was such a scary scene because like you thought something was gonna happen.
My blood was boiling. I was like, no fucking way.
I thought something was gonna happen, but then like Carson shows up like out of that like instant, and then it turned just so sweet. Like it turned like,
yes. I think that was their turning point, legitly.
For sure.
Because man, it made my even talking about it now, it made my blood boil.
I know it was hard because you were thinking in the back of your mind like, is something gonna happen? Is he gonna try and assault her like Lucas did to Frankie? But Allie is coherent. She's awake.
I was so scared. I was like, what? Like, where is this going?
Exactly.
And then in the back of my head, I was like, damn, like nobody's gonna know. Like she told the girl she's going to the bathroom. Carson was on the field. Like, I'm just really glad it didn't get that far and she held her own.
Yes, loved it.
Mm-hmm.
The scene I love, I don't remember if it's in the first or the second book. It could have been the first. When they got the matching tattoos.
It was in this. Oh God, what was that? I think it was the beginning. I think it was the beginning of the second book.
Because loved that part.
That was just so cute.
Sweet. I thought it was so sweet, so cute, and like he had no idea, and he was so afraid to get a tattoo.
I love how she was like messing with him. Like, are you like? I guess I'll go first because he's afraid.
Yeah, like this bitch. Like he's scared. I thought it was so cute that like
that was very cute.
He was just like, I know what I'm gonna get, and it was like the same but the opposite of what she got.
She had the sun and he had the moon.
I thought it was so cute.
Which is
and a star.
I know, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything is fine. But oh my God, yes, those books were good too. I loved them.
God,
this whole series was so good, and
seriously,
I love a good series. Like the first ever series I read was the Abby Glines Seabreeze stories.
I mean, okay, like a legit like romance, what we're doing kind of series was Calendar Girl for me, hands down.
You know what? Calendar Girl was very good, and I have to say that it was one of the series, but I'm gonna have to stick with Abby Glines, her Seabreeze story, because I think I was like 13 or 14, and I was like on vacation and I walked into a Walmart
Oh,
and I saw one of the books and it was like guy without his shirt on and a girl hugging.
it's always the book cover. We do judge the book by cover, by the way, guys. We do.
For sure. I judged the book. I was like, this is gonna be good because there is a half naked guy on here. I read it and I was just like in love. I was like, I gotta get the rest of these books. It was like book 7 out of book 9 that I had.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think so. You know how you said like you have a book that you like a book boyfriend or whatever that you compare to everybody?
Yes.
So mine was Wes and Mason from Calendar Girl.
I love Wes. Wes was such a like.
See, I loved Wes because, you know, if you didn't, you're stupid. But
Exactly.
my first one is actually Mason. I love his Spitfire. Love it.
Mason was the
baseball player.
The baseball player for the Boston Red Sox, homie.
Yes, he was.
I think that was my favorite month to read because it was like the baseball.
It was so fun.
It was
okay. The freaking hotel scene lives in my head on repeat all the time.
I think my favorite month boy though had to be Ty, the Samoan.
He did.
He was Samoan.
Oh, I hated the French guy. I couldn't vibe with him.
Oh, February. I know he's February for a fact.
Yes.
Like,
I couldn't do him for some reason. I just couldn't.
I'm not very artsy. Like, I don't like.
It wasn't more so that I don't know why I couldn't vibe with him, honestly. I just couldn't. I tried so hard.
I mean, don't get me wrong, like a lot of the sex scenes in there were good, but not as good as like, you know, like Wes's or Ty's had, I'm gonna say this now, hands down the best sex scenes. The best sex scene. I will fight anybody tooth and nail to say that he was.
You know, now that I think about it, she only slept with what? Like 3 of them?
Mm-hmm. Literally, only 3 of them. Wes, French
guy, and Ty.
Because then one of them was her stepbrother or her.
Mm-hmm. And then Mason, she hooked up with his assistant.
Yes. And then the senator's son.
Oh my God. And the gay guys were the favorite ones too. That was fun.
Yes. Oh my
March. I loved it.
I freaking forgot about them, but yes, I remember it was phenomenal. Oh my God, we got us so off track. Okay.
I know.
Allie.
Yeah, back to my card. But the reason why I was talking about that is because Carson is my Mason.
Yes. And I think Beck is now gonna be like the one I can compare all of these other guys to. Because like if you're not Beck, I don't want you. Sorry.
Damn. I can't wait for you to meet the Sterling brothers.
Not
even that. So the last one, the Reconcile, is not it's a part of the Sterlings, but not because it's their best friend.
So
he's in a lot of the books. You'll know who I'm talking about once you read.
Okay.
But he is my favorite, is the best friend.
Really?
You'll see why.
Oh, damn it. Is it like I'll see why throughout the books or see why in Reconcile?
No, throughout all of the books. And then Reconcile is you're just like, oh, yeah. But I have a feeling I know who your favorite's going to be, but I'm going to wait.
I want you to tell me so I can be like, nope.
I'm not doing it.
What, is it going to be Link? It's going to be Link, huh?
Nope.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Wait, how many brothers are there? 2?
Well, technically there's 3, but you only meet the 2. And I'm not telling you why.
Shit. Okay.
And there's a sister. You'll see her story too.
Okay. Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready to read these.
But anyways, back to my Carson and Allie.
Yes, back to your love of your life, Carson.
Well, minus my husband, but yes.
This is book talk here. Book talk here.
Yeah. Book boyfriend.
Book husband, boyfriends. I got a lot of book boyfriends, don't have many book husbands. I'm ready to propose to Beck.
What about Flynn?
Oh! So even.
I'm sorry, I went there. Okay.
Flynn. Oh, I want to get off on a quick tangent because Flynn was just so freaking fun. Like,
He was so silent but spicy.
He was like that, silent but deadly. Like, he just was like, Okay, so tell me why. In that book, it was one of the sex scenes when he was listening to opera and like how he.
Oh my God, why was that so hot?
Why did I like all of a sudden start listening to opera? I was like, oh. I was like, yep, time for some opera. I even found the freaking exact song that he made her do it to, and I was like, oh.
So I did download it after that scene, but while I was reading that part, a different song came on that was kind of the same vibe, not legitly opera. I'll have to send it to you so you can hear it too.
Yeah.
I legit want you to go back and read that scene with the song that I was reading because man, I was like I had goosebumps.
That scene was already so tough for me because I was just like in love. I was like,
it was whew, even talking about it's giving me goosebumps.
I know. I'm like, ugh! Like he was so like, I love the silent, like minimal words, but like
Holly.
I know. I know. It was very like Ollie, but you know what? Beck took the cake with all three of them.
I know, for real. Oh, my Carson. I miss him already.
I know, Carson. Like,
but okay, let's talk about how much the built up of like wanting him to like just fucking kiss her already. Oh my God. When they were around the campfire and he said kiss me, I lost my shit.
Me too. I freaking dropped my phone. I was like,
I had a feeling, I was like, because they were going back and forth with the whole truth or dare, and everyone's just like, oh shit. And who was it? Josie, who was like, this is gonna get real hot soon, or something like that. What did she?
Mm-hmm.
She said something like that.
Get real fast.
Juicy. She said this is gonna get real juicy.
Yeah.
And when they were going back and forth, I was like, watch, he's probably gonna be like, kiss me. And it happened. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Oh my God.
I was waiting for it, and oh God, it gave me like a chill up my spine. I was like, I hope to God she does it. And she did it.
Oh, I know. But the fact that like it had to be like over a dare.
I know. But I mean, like, he doesn't portray it off to like anybody that easily either. And for him to do that in front of everybody was kind of like a game changer. And I'm pretty sure in herself, she was like, what the fuck did you just say?
For sure, because, you know, I think he was just ready for, like, to kiss him. But I don't think he could have done it himself had he not, like, egged her on a little.
Yes. Not only that, kind of like a force. You know,
mm-hmm.
I think that was his way of kind of like bringing that wall down that he needed to internally.
Definitely.
But oh God, just talking about it just really.
Yeah, that like scene was phenomenal.
Just the whole, I think, the whole like camping trip itself was definitely like, I think that was like probably the most memorable time.
Oh, for sure.
them.
Yeah.
Because it was a huge turning point in all aspects.
Yeah. Oh my
But the
God.
fact is like Allie doesn't even go to the same school as them.
Oh, I know.
Like what? But then Carson showed up at her school.
Oh, that was so sweet. I was like, oh.
I was like, oh my God, yes. Can you imagine walking out of your school with him sitting on top of his hood of his car, like, oh shit.
Oh.
Yes.
So him showing up at the school and then him going to her home or her prom.
Yeah. Yes.
And then having some freaking good ass sex in the classroom.
Oh God. I was like, damn, they are really like filling out fully of each other right now.
Okay.
It was good.
Was it them or was it Ollie and Frankie that they basically had sex on the surfboard?
It was Ollie and Frankie, because that was my favorite scene.
That was my favorite scene. Okay, wait, we're almost there.
Okay, let's end out with Carson and Allie, because
Yes,
I'm pretty sure our time is, we are going way too far with these.
Final thoughts on Carson and Allie. Go, give me your all.
Oh God, I can't even, honestly, I would say just like even the first 2 chapters of just, you can feel the hate from both sides.
Yeah.
But the moment they get to that freaking haunted house, all of that, like, oh, just like the suspense of being like in a haunted place with the person you hate, but really internally love, and just the scene of, oh my God, him bending her over on this freaking wall. Okay, I'm getting hot here.
Well, let's take a breather here because
seriously, if you want, like, I really think that they were, out of all of them, they were the most like driven, I feel, because, you know, Ollie and Frankie were very like secretive, and then Beck and Josie were like, they were button heads, but like, you know, that they really wanted to, but one was kind of doing it to fulfill his duty, I guess.
Yeah, to fulfill his anger. Yeah.
And then Carson and Allie had all this built up
sexual frustration.
Between each other, because they grew up together. They both were in love with each other back then. Did not say one word to each other about it.
Oh, that freaking pissed me off. I was like, how can you not say it to each other? Like, just tell her.
Also, I love Allie's mom. Her mom and me and my mom are legit the same. Swear to God.
Freaking loved her. I was like, oh my God, this mom is mom goals.
That's gonna be me.
That is gonna be you.
It's gonna be me.
It's gonna be you all the way. I can't wait.
All right. Well, we love Carson and Allie. It was a great time.
Love them.
Holly, amazing. God, I can't even tell her that much. I don't even have the words for it, because all of them are great. And not only that, her other series, the Good Girl series, started that.
I know I have to start that one, but I gotta finish the Summer of Sterling.
Yeah, we have several listed, but that's definitely on there, and I need to get back into that. But we'll get there when we get there. Next episode is, last but not least, Frankie and Ollie, and my God, is that such a roller coaster?
Oh my God. I kind of wish I was here so that we could have her opinion on this.
I know. And for those who don't know, Danielle is only going to be partially involved, but not totally. But it's okay. She has her reasons, and it's totally understandable, and we get it. We love her. She's never going to be not a part of this group. She is always welcome to come on. You know anybody else is welcome to come on too.
Just wait until Allie comes on and we talk about 50 Shades.
That's gonna be comical, and nobody cannot miss that.
I know. Everybody's got to tune in then.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so good. All right, guys. See you later.
Bye.